What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Last night, Atlanta aired its season finale titled The Jacket. In this episode, Ernest has to retrace his steps in order to find his blue Navy bomber jacket, which holds an item in it that is very significant to him. One thing that I've liked about Atlanta is that whenever they have like the short little synopsis for episodes, it's always so vague. So when I saw Ernest loses his jacket at a party, I'm thinking they're going to a party and he loses it that way. But they took it in a way different direction. And I like that because Atlanta is always doing something unexpected. So Ernest wakes up in Joe's house. Joe is the one that threw this wild party. And there's like beer all over the place. I guess a trash can caught fire. And Joe is a funny character. He's like, man, I fuck with y'all, but I don't fuck with y'all. And so Ernest is wondering where Paperboy is at. Paperboy already dipped out. And now he's looking for his jacket. When he doesn't find it at Joe's house, he tries to retrace his steps. Boom, he's at the strip club. And he's telling the bouncer, I was here last night. I'm trying to find my jacket. The bouncer goes in there, tries to find it, but he doesn't believe him. So Ern has to pay a $10 fee to get into the strip club, which he ends up wasting his time because the only thing that he accomplished from this was finding a video vixen possibly for a Paperboy video one day. Now he's like, okay, let me go to Snapchat and see what Paperboy did last night so we can all figure out, because he didn't remember any of it. And Paperboy obviously didn't remember any of it either. So they had this experience documented, and now Ernest is like, okay, let me go to the grass couch. The grass couch where, Paperboy and Darius are sitting. He gets Paperboy's phone, and from there he calls the Uber driver. And the Uber driver says that he has the jacket. So, cool. Mystery solved. But it's like, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, damn, it's only like the first half of the episode. So are they really going to solve this? No. There's going to be some stuff, some twists and turns. So he ends up getting Paperboy to drive him all the way out there to get the jacket, as opposed to the Uber driver, whose name is Fidel, coming out there for $50. He wasn't going to bring the jacket unless Ern was going to give him $50. Kind of ridiculous when you think about it. I don't even think the Uber ride would be that much. So they get there. Paperboy has this bad vibe about waiting, and I feel like he should be a little bit paranoid, because doesn't he have a warrant out for his arrest? Or at least he's wanted for questioning. That's what he was. He's not wanted. He's not being arrested. He's wanted for questioning. So he has this bad vibe, and then they try to leave, and cops swarm them. So I'm thinking, okay, good. They finally caught up to him, and now they're going to question him and all that stuff from the 2 episodes prior, where they were at the club and they roughed up the guy to get all the money that they were owed. So I'm thinking, okay, now they're going to wrap that up. No, they're not. It turns out Fidel's a drug dealer, and the cops thought they were trying to purchase drugs, so they were on a stakeout trying to catch him in the act. Did he go to the police station off screen? I was kind of confused by that, because it's not like Paperboy has a face that you don't remember. If he's plastered all over the screens, and I'm sure the cops, at least one of the cops there would have been like, that's Paperboy, we need to bring him in for questioning. So I'm wondering what was going on with that. It's again, it goes back to Atlanta's disjointed storytelling, where certain things get solved and other things don't. So Fidel ends up getting shot. It's a bit extreme. Like, this guy starts running out of his house, and then the cops just shoot him. They don't chase after him. They just point blank shoot him. Atlanta has never been a show to make you feel comfortable. So it was a little bit uncomfortable. Like, damn, they didn't even run after him or question him or anything. They shot to kill. So this guy just got killed on his front lawn in Ernest's jacket. And Ernest is just like, yeah, can you check the pockets, man, please? I need to see if there's anything in it. There might be a secret pocket. And it's definitely annoying for the cops, because they're just like, man, what is this guy doing? Go away. Back off. So it turns out the item that Ernest was looking for was a key. And one of his friends, Justin, comes to Vanessa's house and finally brings him this key. Says that Ernest told him to hold on to it for safekeeping. Cool. Mystery solved, even though somebody had to die in order for that to happen. The key turns out to be to his storage unit, and I'll get to that in a second. I wanted to talk about how much I love the little scene between Ernest and Vanessa. as you know, in the last episode, they kissed, and it looks like they made up for the most part. So, they're having dinner together, they're cuddling on the couch, and, talking sweet to each other. Ernest gives Vanessa some money that Paperboy gave him. So all's well that ends well. But it doesn't stop there. Vanessa says he can stay the night, but he chooses not to, so he goes off into the night. And I think that really does speak to Ernest's character. Like, when you look at him in the beginning, he was struggling bad. And he's still struggling now, but I think he's doing a lot better. He's a lot more happier than he was when the season started. And so he leaves this place. He goes to his storage unit. That's what the key is for. Lies down and then end the season. So I thought it was a really nice way to end the season, especially because at the time they weren't sure if they were going to get a second season. So it's not like they were going to set up a bunch of stuff. However, there was a little scene when they were in the car waiting for Fidel where Senator K called Ernest and said they wanted to go on tour with Paperboy. So that could be possibly something for season 2, or it could be forgotten. Some things in Atlanta just get forgotten. I had a couple little observations. One was Ernest Millie rocking to Nelly. I thought that was a hilarious scene. Nobody's ever Millie rocked to Nelly, so I thought that was like, it was just funny. Darius is still criminally underrated. I feel like he needs to be utilized more in season 2. I want to kind of see his character expanded. I know in the past, in some of these reviews, I've talked about how sometimes he's used just enough, but I feel like his character is so good that you kind of have to use him a little bit more. So I want to see more of Darius in season 2. And lastly, Paperboy, his rap career is really moving at the speed, like, in real time. Because it feels like he's not much further than he was after he shot the dude and everybody started buzzing about his name. He's done a few things here and there, but I don't feel like he's really capitalized off that buzz yet. And I think that's good because it allows the future seasons to kind of expand on that. And I don't think we'll ever get to a point where Paperboy is like a superstar. Or we could, depending on how long the show goes. It's interesting to think about where the show is going to go and versus what the show is actually going to do. I'm pretty sure we can sit here and come up with some thoughts for what we want out of season 2, but ultimately Donald and the writers are going to bring you whatever they want, and it's going to be something that you're totally not expecting. So I'm very much looking forward to season 2, as I've said in the past. I felt like season 1 was just fantastic. There were a few bumps here and there, but overall this is one of my favorite shows on TV as far as like new seasons starting out. So those are my thoughts on the season finale and kind of recapping it as well. Let me know what you thought about the season finale of Atlanta in the comment section below, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.